Bruh. Bruh. For some reason I got rid of my router and went directly into my PC.
Okay, Ines clowns. Let's get to hyping in chat mode.
I feel so good!
James Glenn, thanks for the 690 pennies. Thank you, man. The Verge in the jar. Pornhub, get it? Funny. I don't know. Like, I'm immediately seeing issues with my kilobytes per second. So there's something wrong with something. I don't know what it is. It was fine. It was seriously fine yesterday. Last night was terrible.
Hype. Kings.
Bruh.
Respect the TA.
I disregard, man. Dude, thank you for the 499 super chat. Holy crap. Thank y'all. Amazing. So we're going to try to get through this If it gets too bad, I might just have to turn on my bitrate and see if that fixes things. I don't know. But anyway, I'm direct wired from my actual like internet straight to my PC right now. I have no Wi-Fi, no lights, nothing right now. Just trying to make the stream work well. All right, so you know, the stream last night was pretty good in terms of not really the internet, but really the discussion, where we were showing levels of divergence. Our negative momentum was beginning to wane somewhat. Our relative strength was higher here than it was on the same low before it, which is some form of class B bullish divergence, not some form, the form. And so far we have not, you know, we didn't sell off, right? We didn't sell off more, not yet, even though there's always possibility we could just do this and then sell off again to slightly lower low, and you know, maybe even form even more divergence, whatever the case is. But for now, we pivoted. We were at 9,800 last night. Here we are, the day stream, 6 Eastern, 10,171. So far, we reversed our price action to the upside, but it's nothing, right? Like barely anything. We know there's some sort of a square up here at like 10.7, 10.8. 10.768 right here, square up. So always possibility we could rally and hit that, but hey, and remember the discussion last night, how you had ended up developing RSI bullish divergence on the 60-minute, and on the MACD you had a lower low with positive Momo. Remember that? Which is all bullish. So 60-minute, 4-hour coinciding, both saying the same thing. Yes, impending price action reversal to the upside. And so far we've gotten it, but again, hasn't really gone very far, has it? No. So hey man, whatever, you rising wedge, you sold off, you pretty much hit the measure move, maybe $70 off the measure move, which is fine, and pivoted, and you're beginning a rally, but the rally is, again, just hasn't manifested into much yet. But that's fine, man. That's cool. Swing traders, we're not worried about the ebbs and flows. All right, so again, if this was to continue rallying, you would think in time the exchange would like to offload their long position at a break-even price, because you and your friends had to go short, so they had to go long. You know, because there's like two ends. There's a buyer and a seller. All right, so they had to buy here for your sell, but they want to push this price back up so they can cover, or not cover, but so they can offload their long at a break-even price, and that's it. And then the world can continue on as it was. All right, Chad, I hope you're having a good one. It's Thursday, Friday Eve. We got less than 2 hours till your daily close. That's pretty standard for the normal starting time of this stream. I've been doing my taxes like all day. I feel like I'm losing my mind. So many friggin' transactions that have to be transcribed. And I'm stupid because it's like, I just need to get in a habit of just anytime, if I'm traveling or something like that, I need to use the app and plug it in. Something was preventing me from plugging it in, though. When I started trying to get into the habit of it, it was annoying, so I didn't build that habit, but whatever. So that's what I've been up to a lot of the day. You know, ICX is up 18% today. IOTA is up almost 11%. EOS 4%. Altcoins. What was it 2 streams ago, 3 streams ago? Are altcoins ready? Not just one altcoin. Sorry, I'll be intermissioning every once in a while to cough. So getting over the funk from Vegas. So yeah, man, altcoins actually doing things. Tron Connect up 7%. Ethereum Classic up 17.5%. ZRX up 4%. You know, some of these that are up, they don't even look like they moved. If you zoom out, it's just like drop in the bucket compared to the destruction that has ensued these alts for the entire year. Most of the year, anyway. I sound better today. I guess. Man. I mean, even ADA's up 6%. I mean, these alts, they don't even look like they moved if you're looking at daily time scales or whatever. BAT's up 8.58%. Altcoins doing things, man. I mean, but again, it's like, okay, NEO's up 3%, but if we like look at NEO, it's like, okay, it broke to the upside. I think there truly was just a little bit of bullish divergence right here. Look, a low on price, slightly lower low on price. You can almost argue it's the same low, but higher levels relative strength, lower levels negative Momo. That's impending price action reversal. Well, here it is, 3% up, right? I mean, I'm sure all these other alts too did very similar stuff. All right. Oh my god. Yeah, like they all were showing stuff. I mean, like I haven't updated IOTA, like haven't looked at IOTA really in a while. But just for instance, right? I mean, you had a low, a slightly higher low, about the same low, and then you had crazy, there it is, the MACD and the RSI divergence. And so impending price action reversal. So I mean, even if the rest coins, even if they've just been getting devastated, they're still respecting the TA to some regard, right? Okay, and this almost convergence, right? Because it looks like a higher low, slightly higher low, about the same. All right, so convergence, boom, pop to the upside. Has it really done anything? I don't know, man. I don't think so. All right, you know, this thing was in an uptrend. I think formed this crap. Failed rally, and then broke a neckline, and then it was over. So, if we want, we can try to just clean it up. So looky there, you know, we've got ourselves a little structure, a down sloping structure. Looks like some decent, I mean, this looks beautiful, right? Look at the 25 touch, the heart line support, resistance, support, 75 resistance, heart line resistance, 25 support, heart line resistance, 25. Are you kidding? It's beautiful, man. All right, beautiful little downtrend that IOTA's in, but look where it turned around if you look left. Support ice line, right? You kind of double bottomed off the ice line, kind of like fell below the support and then sprung to the upside and then kind of back tested the spring. This is serious Wyckoff stuff, man. Ice line, you fell below the ice line, you sprung, you back tested the spring, and then you ran. Then you broke to the upside, up again 11% roughly. All right, not bad on IOTA. Now, what will this manifest into? I don't know, dude. It's IOTA. We were gonna be kings with Microsoft, man. All right, good for you. You're very bad at making higher highs. You're very you're terrible at it on IOTA. So just from the height of the structure to the bottom point, which dude, we don't even know at this point with this structure size. You have no idea this is even a valid swing low until it hits 30.94 cents. Awful. So good for it, man. Kind of double bottomed. It looks like other altcoins too. Just some altcoins lifted off and then some didn't. Gotta like the channel though. Very well respected. Hi in the chat. Wait, did they merge with Microsoft, Kevin? Yeah, dude. I'll be waiting till I'm dead. Hey, you know that meme with the skeleton with the sign? It's like still waiting for IOTA partnership with Microsoft. Yeah. Okay. Go to Ethereum. Save this. Yep. Okay. So Ethereum Connect. My inkling was there might be better entry from where we were, and we got it. I think we fell a little bit lower, but then just double bottomed off of a critical support. All right. Divergence was there on the 4-hour. Divergence was there on the daily. And this is why, again, the title of the streams, are altcoins ready to run? I mean, this is exhaustion. This is seller exhaustion and an uptrend, even though you did fall out of the uptrend. When you fell out of the uptrend, you went from the top to the bottom. And now it's like not near enough negative momentum to push this lower, it seems like right now. And even if it fails, okay, whatever. As a trader, again, we're using technical analysis as our edge. And our edge is saying, the chart is saying you're tired on Ethereum. The sellers are tired. I mean, think about it. Remember, from 365 all the way down to 193 in less than a month, but then in a 2-month period or so, you lost half your value, and now you're at a support with crazy daily bullish divergence in an uptrend. This is still an uptrend until you seriously, chat, until you break below like 155, you're in an uptrend technically. All right, that's just how it works. You just flip the chart over, and it's like, what was the local top? From when this started selling off, where's the local top? 155, 152, whatever. So until you break that, hold above it, and then rally, that's when you know your trend's probably over. But for now, man, you're just sitting at a critical area, and you're diverging tremendously. Okay, so the uptrend's still intact, even though you broke the geometrical trend line, which is the bottom of the equidistant channel. It's fine. It happens all the time. And then eventually when that local bottom gets created, a new one, that's like this one, could be this one. You get a rally the upside, and then you can adjust. That's what you have to do on Bitcoin for. All right. Cool, man. Yeah, alts, man. Alts doing things. It's good. I hope y'all were productive today. I hope you did your taxes or something, right? Maybe you scanned a few charts, saw some good setups that you want to share. That's what I'm about, man. That's like what I want to see more of from chat. And it's, the whole point of empowering others is to be able to, work together in finding brilliant setups across multiple markets. And if you get good at this, better at it, having a lot of people in a community scanning a bunch of charts is really good. Having a bunch of eyes on it, that's how it works, man. So I want to see more of, hey, man, I think I found this great setup. There's a bunch of coinciding variables on a certain asset, X, and it's not Pundy coin, and it's not Nano. It's maybe something like on the stock market, with higher liquidity, like FedEx, blah, 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 even though, whatever. But so we can analyze it together. I don't know. Is that crazy of me to think?
Hope you feel better. Can you look at Zek?
MI60, thanks for the $6 super chat. Sure. Sure, man. Can't remember which chart we were looking at. I know I wanted to go out and find way more data. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, I mean, this one looks similar to many others. Excuse me. Yeah, I know I looked at this before. I think it was for Jules. He tipped 1212, which is Zcash, falls in the jar. That's when we looked at it. So you're here at this critical support with some bullish divergence on the MACD on the daily, but the RSI is not your friend right now. It's just showing bearish convergence. It's okay. Sometimes you don't get it. All right. So the thing is, the problem, like today with the alts, right? These ones hitting like 10% gains, whatever, popping hard. But you got this one. This is all that manifested. This crazy daily bullish divergence, Zcash, all it did was this. This. Now, yeah, maybe double bottom. That's a very small pattern, isn't it? Very small double bottom. I don't know. People could definitely say similar to others right now. Fine, but they're just incessant selling. I gotta hold on. All right, sorry. So yeah, with this one, you know, you went from $124 to $47, so lost well over half your value. And that's where we started making the argument, hey man, maybe, just maybe, log scale could be warranted, and it seems like that. But I know this is why Jules wanted to see it, I think, because we were starting to break out a little bit. But as you can see, just didn't even act like this trend line was here, the resistance, and so just kind of farting around. I mean, maybe it's a lower risk area, because if you sell off, you fall below this resoundingly, then you kind of volume and you kind of fall through price action below 46.81, you're going straight down to $34 real fast. So I guess you could call that value, whatever, but we've been here before, haven't we? And this is where the bounce happened. So yeah, that's Zcash. Bullish Divergence at a critical support. It looks similar to many others, but it's done very little today. All right, even with all this divergence, but maybe it bounces and runs. I think with these altcoins, man, you know what the kryptonite is of the altcoins, right? I'm showing you this chart right now. This is the kryptonite here. This chart, the Bitcoin dominance chart. This thing goes higher, these altcoins are just going to get wrecked again or do nothing. All right, if Bitcoin dominance goes up, Bitcoin price action goes up, right? The price of Bitcoin goes up, and then altcoins sit still, and then when Bitcoin's ready to sell off and retrace, the alts will just dump, right, with Bitcoin. So I think if one cares about the alts, they don't want this to go higher. I mean, that's about it. So, all right, man, what are we gonna be made of? Are the alts finally gonna do something, or is this chart just gonna keep on rising? This has killed altcoins. These moves, these impulses have just destroyed them. I mean, 70% of the market cap roughly is all Bitcoin. And it makes sense because most altcoins are trash and don't do anything. So, getting throttled. Yeah, dude, sure. How could you ever call Bitcoin in another rising wedge right now? No. It hadn't even had enough candles to make anything. Don't be worried, Snyder. Just gonna read some chat. I mean, I guess I can go to XRP again. Did a static video on XRP though, so what do you even want, right? Oh, excuse me. This one's simple, man. Bread and butter. Really disappointed in you if you didn't see the static video on XRP. I know a lot of you didn't, based on the view count of the video. I mean, it's like bonus education in there too. Talked about not just XRP, but went into a few different little things about charts, what they signify. Okay. So, yep, potential double bottom, bullish divergence on both oscillators on the 4-hour and the MACD on the daily, near the bottom of a crazy range. All right, big rejection wick right there. What's up, Trisket? He was first. What's up, Bitcoin by PayPal? Malcolm A, Cult of Crypto. Delolf, what's up, man? Johnny Bull. James Glenn, hello. Bullish Cipher on Tron Connect. Okay. So Katana, Joe S, Darren Gleason. What's up, Bradford? Jay Lopez. Hey, Julia, Virgus Games. Gerard. What's up, Mr. Batson? Eric Coffeen in the house. Hey, Brent. There's a Garden again. What's up, man? Thanks again for the super chat. Doug Bernard, St. Bernard. Hey, my new font for my thumbnails is like Bernard. Thought about you, dude. I was like, he'll get a kick out of that. What's up, Lucas? Long time no seen. Well, I'm glad you're back, dude. Because we're here pretty much every day. What's up, Miguel? Hubba 2 times. Retrace and go. Mr. Russian Troll. Heath. Moji. David B. Good, a lot of good faces in here today. Thank y'all for watching. Germany news, IOTA. Okay. Well, good for the Germans, dude. Fear and index greed, what even is it, dude? It's like, who cares? You know, like, give me a break. It's like, didn't someone say that Fibonacci's useless? When people have been spending over, I mean, dude, Fibonacci's been studied for thousands of years, right? And then you got the fear and greed index, and it's like, how could you ever talk crap about Fibonacci when you're talking about fear and greed index, right? Because that, if you can't call Fibonacci fake and not call fear and greed index fake, dude. Give me a break. Fallacy, complete fallacy. Don't worry about the wick, man. Worry about the candle closes on your oscillators. That's how they're set. Okay. Candle closes. So this would be technically, since it's a slightly higher low, it'd almost be just convergence. But it's so close to a double bottom that you could just say Class B bullish divergence, bullish convergence, whatever. About the same at this point. They're both good. They both signify impending price action versus the upside IMO. Lost your gun, that was for you. What's up, Kurt from South Africa? Thanks for tuning in, man. Whew. Thanks for the 523 people here. About 30 minutes into the stream. Again, just looking at XRP and engaging with chat a little bit because we did the analysis kind of earlier. All right. Can we look at Ethereum? Psycho, dude, where you been? Like, come on. You know we always look at Ethereum early in the stream. We just looked at it. It was the last. Just rewind the stream, dude. You know that. Sure. Yeah, lost your gun. It's an easy. I mean, it's not easy. It's like. It's a good question, I guess you could say, because how could you know, right? It's just definitely based on the candle closes, those oscillators. So don't worry about the wicks. So Chris Thompson. Johnny Bull, I don't know about that, man. No way. But thank you, man, for the kind words. Dude. Oh my God, it's so bad. It's terrible. So GameStop is up today, like 10%. Did you know this? Do y'all know what even GameStop is? I think y'all do know what it is. GameStop, trash. It had its heyday back before, you know, the internet got better and virtual downloads started. And so, like, you know, Michael Burry, who's like the icon, the famous guy from The Big Short, you know.
Can you check Petrobra's PBR? Please and thank you.
Sure, Jeremy, man. Thanks for the $5 super chat. PBR. Didn't we have some PBR? No, I think we, yeah, I don't know. PBR in Vegas, Bradford. Can you let us know about that? Thanks. Yeah, we'll look at PBR after GameStop, dude. So, Michael Burry, you know, he's the one that said, hey, stock market's going to crash because of the housing, right? And he's long on GameStop, and it's lost 75% of its value this year already. And it's really just because, again, retail business is terrible. And how can retail business compete with digital downloads? And so he thinks that next generation consoles that are coming out, I guess soon, next year or something, will likely keep physical disc drives like viable, I guess. It's a hardware choice that's going to extend GameStop's life significantly. Dude. Is he overestimating disc sales? I just don't understand. Like, you could understand, like, with the data that he, like, put in front of everyone about the housing market crashing, the bubble and all that. I think some people could understand that. But this is like, you know, it's like a dinosaur, right? It's like, it's a model. It, like, the housing bubble, you know, burst, right? Because of subprime mortgages and the government pointing a gun at, you know, these banks' heads and saying, hey, you must, it doesn't matter who they are, you must be able to give loans out to everybody. And the bank's like, okay, dude, well, we'll make it worth our while if you're going to make us do it. And so, yeah, then they started preying upon the indignant, right? Really, people with low socioeconomic status, and got into the communities and did it. And then that's like how it all started spiraling out of control. But with GameStop, man, it's just like, it's the way of the world. The world is literally changing. Right? You can feel it in the air and the water. Lord of the Rings connect. I just don't, I mean, maybe, man, it just seems it's just dying. Even with that, like, how can you, so that's one variable, right? The new generation consoles will likely keep physical disk drives, like, you know. And so, is that it? So you're only using, all right, in fundamental analysis, you kind of want to use coinciding variables too. You kind of want to have a mixing bowl with fundamental analysis, right? And that's like one thing. So he's thinking that Michael Burry is believing that Sony and Microsoft will keep a physical disk drive in the next-gen consoles. The hardware decision is going to extend GameStop's life, and you know, consumers will still have the option to purchase games at physical stores. Okay. He also downplayed the risk of new video game streaming services like Google's Stadia product, which is kind of be like Google Stadia is like, it's in a way, it's like Steam, but it's also like Twitch at the same time, I think, that's Stadia. And so the new technology allows consumers to play games on any display that runs Google Chrome with remote server streaming gameplay to the user's device. Yeah, it's kind of like revolutionary what Google's trying to do with Stadia. Definitely different. And guess what? That's the competition to GameStop's old dinosaur model. Okay. So new video game streaming products hitting the market as the current console cycle ends won't be as bad for GameStop as many investors think, Burry said, right? The streaming narrative dovetailing with the cycle is creating a perfect storm where things look terrible, adding the situation looks worse than it really is. All right, worse than it really is, but it's just reality. I don't even. Okay, man, that's quite the bet to take. He's taking anyway. But I guess maybe people thought he was crazy in 07, 06, 05, whatever, when he was really starting to see all this. It took years for it to play out. But it finally did, didn't it? Okay, I just wanted to talk about this trash for a second, right? Because we've been talking about GameStop for a while, many times, throughout many streams. Looking at that chart, and it finally fell out late May. Kind of like Netflix for video games. So you go, last your gun. I'm digging this music, man. I can barely hear it though. Huh? Why is it so quiet? Y'all should be able to hear it fine. Well, it's just off. Anyway, let me look at some chats. Consoles will sell, but won't discs be phased out in like 2-3 years? Nero, it doesn't even matter if they're going to be phased out or not, dude. The thing about people buying video games, maybe it's the parents, but the kids don't care. Kids are going to buy it virtually, right? Everything's virtual. It's like, it's ingrained in the new generation's brains now. Like, young people are like, what? People go to stores to buy games like that? Of course, we as millennials, right? We're like, yeah, dude, yeah. You go to Walmart back in the day, go buy Diablo 2, get the serial number, all that stuff, right? Serial for the BattleNet, all that stuff, of course. But it's a new generation. It's culture. Culturally has changed. It's like people don't get streamers, right? What's a streamer? Like, hey, I'm streaming. What? What is that? That's weird. That's stupid. Yeah, right. But take a look at Gen Z. Bradford showed us this the other night, and it was I can't remember. It was like the United States and other people in the West, like maybe Canada or something like that. Huge poll, huge survey done on kids. Asked them what they want to be when they grow up, and they did in China. China, the number one answer was astronaut. For the United States, it was YouTube streamer. So, it seems like it's just a cultural change. A lot of people don't get streamers, don't get streaming in itself. How does that even work, man? So I think it might be just a deeper problem than just, oh, their games are they're gonna survive a little bit longer because console games will have disk drives. I think it's deeper than that. It might be worse than that. Okay. GameStop equals Blockbuster. DSAP, kind of. Yeah. But did GameStop ever have the ability to buy out? See, it's like Blockbuster died because they arrogantly scoffed at the idea of buying out Netflix when they were small. Blockbuster had the power. GameStop is not in that situation. GameStop is not the king right now, like Blockbuster was at one time. So, and I don't think there was anything he could do to, or I don't think anything GameStop could do to change what's happening right now. Oh, it was yeah, it was UK. They want to be a vlogger YouTuber. America wants to be a vlogger YouTuber, and Chinese kids want to be astronauts. So anyway, man, I'm just looking at XRP. Why not, man? It just looks beautiful. A beautiful little setup right now. It's already appreciated in price since we talked about it yesterday. I tweeted for the first time in a while about this, just because it was like so many coinciding variables, right? What's up, Robert Cowgill?
Thank you for your time today, Mitch.
Bruh.
Margaret Rivera, man, thanks for the 1999 super chat. Kingsman, thank you for that and watching. Really, man, all the contributions and appreciation, dude. It's ungodly. Thank you, dude. Much love. Rob Dog says digital downloads are going to be even bigger with teens getting fatter. They fear going outside. I mean, sure, I guess that. But, we just talked about kind of what you're saying. And maybe, yeah, that might be the causation of it. So it's a snowball effect. Kids get fatter and lazier, so they fear going outside. So they stay home and download to avoid social interactions, even at GameStop. Whatever, dude. Maybe. Don't let your kid be like that. If you got kids out there, jeez, make them go outside. But install a GPS device in their leg cabo. The only good thing about physical copies resale, Jeremy au contraire, I would say that there are like collector's edition stuff, right? When something comes out, there's things that you can only buy in the beginning, and there's a finite supply of it. And then after a couple of years, like the demand would go up on that because there's, just like there's artwork and there's just different things, right? There's like the making of the game and all these things where like hardcore fans can get into. But again, the hardcore fan stuff, that's like I think a very small percentage. That's not going to push the meter of your revenue. Oh my god, man, my QBS is killing me. Lagging. It's not lagging, it's just unstable. I hate this. Always something every effing day. I mean, it looks kind of beautiful right now. Obviously, it could change and fail, but I'm just saying for now, it has all the makings of a varsity athlete.
Can we take a look at Link? Kings.
Sure, Ronox. Thanks for the 5, man. Everyone's obsessed with Link. I know it had its good run, but not lately. God. Ah, dude, I don't know. Kind of looks... kind of sketch right now. Huh. Right, it like broke out of its downsloping structure and has gone sideways, which leads me to believe this is kind of weak. This looks kind of bearish to me. Yeah, it's just a downsloping structure, kind of. I don't know though, man. Like, you know, downsloping structure can be exhaustion. But, you know, let's see, Jesus. I mean, just looking at it, man, it like went insane in the membrane and it dumped. Right, nearly a 62% retrace, a golden retrace, and bounced off that area. But again, all right, why is it having trouble here? Why can't it break to higher highs? So much drainage, man. Sorry. All right. Well, I don't know. You just have to think about it. It's like, all right, huge downtrend. It broke to the upside. It's kind of upsloping now. So maybe eventually, if it breaks the downswing resistance, it might have a chance. And the only way it would, you know, you'd target this way because it's probably not going to make a higher high than this. This was the buying climax, right? That was it, dude. All right, so it's hit a 23% retrace, so you know the swing low is valid, but it's, all right, after reverses price actions, rallied up again, failed, rallied up again, failed. All right, so it's not able to do anything right now. But still making higher lows, I guess, than the previous low. So you're looking for a breakout of around $2.60. I mean, is it inverse head and shoulders in 4 hours or something? Oops. Nah, no way, man. No, that's no inverse head and shoulders at all. It's like, look, it had this downsloping structure and it broke out and it's making higher lows, kind of just the same lows now. I don't know, at this point it should have probably taken off to higher prices, but really hard to look at it any other way, man. It went too high too fast. And value, maybe there's value. There's a lot more value on other assets right across the market. You're looking at ones that didn't do craziness like that. I mean, there were times to get in on this and now you're on the move down, right? But again, if it did move up, I don't even know, in 6 hours, sorry. If it did break the upside, which I don't know if it will or not, there's no divergence pointing to it currently. All right, you're looking between 298 and 359. But again, you have failed multiple times to break the 236. That's really bad, man. That's really weak. It's showing lack of demand, IMO. So kind of contradicting here, where you have a downsloping structure after an impulse down, which shows kind of exhaustion a little bit, but you see how many times you failed to break the 236. So could go lower. Okay. Where? Excuse me, hold on. For inspection, no, I didn't. I didn't forget anything, did I? Oh, yeah, I did. Wow, crazy, dude. I think it was just because, yeah, I think that one came in. I was like, oops, whatever. Let me do this real quick. Sorry, both of y'all. Okay. Let's try to look at this. Oh boy. Oh boy. Overall bearish. Oh, is it one of those? It's the weekly. I've never seen this before. I don't think so. Yeah. Oh, but it's beginning to recover right after just, 100% retrace. Return to the mean, man. It definitely returned to the mean. And clearly you can see we broke some sort of structure here. It's kind of like that. And then you could even make the adjustment on the false breakout. Oh, and it's like perfect, right? Man, you're stalling though a lot, right? Stalling right here. An old candle close on the weekly from December 2008. You failed once before. 1, 2, 3. I mean, you're definitely failing a lot now. Lots of failure. But any kind of there you go. So you're in a channel. You're in a trend, an uptrend. But at this point, I mean, you can see the discernible swing high from September 2014. That high to low, you're at a 78% retrace. 1 time, 2, 3, a billion, 6, 7, right? So many times you failed to break above that 786, you can't do it. So I think the breaking point for PBR is around 1240. You don't want to break this upslipping support that you built. All right, channel's pretty nice. That's kind of like a triple top, isn't it? In a way. It was like you had it like that, and then you broke out bearishly. So yeah, the trend is this longer term trend is upsloping. It's been in an uptrend since January 2016. I mean, I think it's safe and fair to use the equidistant channel here, right? Definitely. There it is. Perfect. So, yep. Lower risk areas, 1235 on the daily. I see there's not really any bullish divergence right now. Just looks like a triple top. Triple top, man. I guess I can do it. Or head and shoulders, really. I mean, you could definitely argue it's both. It's like definitely kind of both here. But it looks like on the weekly it looked like a triple top, and then on the daily it looks like a head and shoulders, right? And you broke the neckline. This is the neckline of a head and shoulders right there. So you're out of it. You're running to back test it. When you back test it, you could fail and solve again. All right. Yeah, not really the time. I mean, one wouldn't be wanting to buy just after a recent neckline breakout of a pretty large pattern that goes from November 18 all the way to July 2019. All right, it's a very large pattern that you broke out of, and you're still out of it. And all you're doing is rallying to backtest. Okay. But yeah, still in an uptrend. Still an uptrend, but good luck. You got to break above 1775. There's a lot of resistances on the way up, man. Lots. That's it, man. PVR. Okay. Sorry about that, but we got it. We got it. Thanks again, Jeremy B, for the 5. Excuse me. That's right. The golden ratio can be found naturally in many aspects of life, including galaxies, plants, aspects of human physiology, spacing of planets, endless list, exactly. But it's fake. But the fear and greed index is real, right? Okay. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks. Thanks for the 550 people tuned in. have to change something again. I don't know why. Support the stream with Streamlabs. It keeps popping up on my live stream description, and I have no idea why, and I don't know how to stop it. No idea why it does that. Because it's like, that's not what I use.
Great stuff, man. Keep it rolling.
Jimmy B, man.
Is that a joint?
Thanks for the 420 contribution, dude. Or the super chat. Much love. We'll keep it rolling, man. Keep trying anyway. Did a static video. I'm live. I've lost 2 subs today. It's like, dude, no one is searching for crypto. Like, no one knew anyway. I guess that makes sense. Bitcoin not doing much of anything, right? But we know it's kind of doing something. But for the scrub peasant FOMOer, they don't really know. So they don't know there's bullish divergence on the 4-hour. They don't know there's daily bullish divergence on many altcoins and the 4-hour. They don't know that because they don't care. Because all they care about are big price spikes, FOMOs, right? Run ups like this. That's all they care about. So kid, go play outside. Kid opens up Pokemon Go app.
Bruh.
Do you want to see Nintendo's chart? What it looked like when Pokemon Go came out? Kind of hilarious. Here it is. This is Nintendo, right? Pokemon Go release. Alright, it's like down here like July 6th or something. And it went from like it was a $20 move. And at the time, you were at $18. So you over doubled in value in like 4 or 5 days. Nintendo did. Just because of Pokemon Go. Unbelievable, man. Like crazy.
Bruh.
That's right, Chad H. With internet speeds, discs are done. That's right. It's reading chat. Oh, wow. The ACC network is launched. Huh. There you go, man. The SEC was just too much, so now they're launching their own. Yeah, like Activision. Haven't been liking it all week. Been liking it for a long time. Changed my life financially way back. But yeah, it looks like it's still ready for some sort of move the upside. You know, going back to Nintendo. Just real quick. Yeah, I know it's a illiquid. But Nintendo, you know, it broke out of kind of a wedge, down-sloping structure, has rallied from its high point to low point, and hit a golden retrace. Yeah, really struggling, man. Now it's weaker and weaker. And look, you're showing even more. It seems like just less and less positive Momo on the way down, less and less relative strength down. Or, you know, this is on the way down. And like you're trying to be around the same price. So this just seems very, very weak and could be primed for a short opportunity. You got, man. Sorry. What are the retrace percentages on Nintendo after the price spike? Oh, it looked like 50%, right? You just go from that low point to high point. 618. It hit a kind of like triple bottomed or something. You just want multiple touches at that golden retrace before rallying violently to higher highs and created your ascending broadening wedge. And you broke out and hit the measure move and then some. 1272 was down here, believe it or not. Okay. So golden retrace after the huge pump. Yes, lost your gun, pretty much. I mean, that's, you gotta think about the psychology of it. It's like, if this thing broke to the upside, you know, here's your impulse clearly, and you're doing this. It's like, we gotta think about it. If someone that wants to get in on Nintendo that knows what they're doing, why would they ever get in up here? It's just they're waiting for a sell-off. They're waiting for areas of value with low to high to get a 50% retrace, 62% retrace, 70% retrace for me, maybe, right? For now, it's just like, okay, I'm gonna wait and wait and wait so I can get in on a sale on Nintendo. It's not coming, and it's getting really weak and not even making higher highs. It's like gross. So you could easily see a sell-off with this type of stuff going on the chart. It's weak, man. So enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. I guess, if you want. Doesn't matter anymore, I guess. Tony, I cannot. Lead to thanks for the 245 super chat. I think you're asking the wrong thing. You're really saying, could the bat play out without hitting 9600? And yes, it could. It could have been the pivot point, and it could rally to higher prices. But at the same time, it could do this and then sell off again slightly, and then hit it on a slightly lower low, and then make even more divergence. Okay, you're getting back to near neutral on your negative histogram, right? It's getting back neutral. So I think there's definitely the possibility they could sell off again, right? And hit that. But right now it's not. And yes, of course, anything between a 382 retrace and an 88.6% retrace gives you a valid C pivot point for the bat. Now, Cypher that you're asking about, I think you just missaid the type of pattern, which is fine. Cypher doesn't begin until we hit a 113% retrace minimum right here at 92.66, and that's a different discussion, and we'll talk about it if we get there. That's the minimum, and the max 1414, right around 8900, maybe 8925, 8930. All right. When that happened before, back here, where we were already sitting at XAB and we're looking for C, and looked like we could have held, but we just kept selling off. Just kept selling off, man. The difference was there was no bullish divergence. I don't think it was not the same. The context was different here than here. Yeah, I liked GoldenEye 64.
Can you do a 30 seconds trade analysis on Computer Center, LON, CCC?
Okay. Oh my god. Computer center. It's the computer center, man. Flash crash down to 4. I don't know what to tell you about that. Good luck, man. But other than that, you know, despite the craziness, looks like it's having a roaring rally. It's attempted rally after a huge dump. I think you hit an 88% retrace, and you've since sold off. You're sitting there. Let's go to the weekly real quick on this. I've never seen this before. This chart. Oh wow, that's what hits. Jeez, man. 98, 2000.
Bruh.
LTC Connect.
Jimmy the Genius, man. Thanks for the Litecoin, man. 406 Litecoin. Also, Lito, thanks again for the 245 super chat. Another one.
Trump versus
That's
China and the chosen one. Mitch versus TA to Jesus, man.
Saint Bernard. Thanks to the thought Canadian. Dollars, man. The super chat. Yeah, that was funny, dude. I can't believe he said that. But whatever, man. Trump just being Trump, alright? So weekly, I don't know. I think you had something and you violently broke out of it. Right? Any way you look at it. In linear scale, it was like this. It was real nice, methodical. It was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. Then just boom. Just gone. You like even broke out and then back tested and then rallied again to hit all-time highs back from the tech bubble, 99. So now it's like, at least we know the trend is, it's been uptrending. Now you just have the attempted rally, and we see that all the time, right? To me, it just kind of looks like this, where I don't know what that is, but it just like broke out and then just gap back up into this channel and respecting it. And then broke out, you know, it's just kind of whipsawing. Oh, it didn't even, it all got very close to an 886, but just didn't quite get there at 1555. But these are deep retraces, man, and these are areas where, you know, you can begin to sell off. But all right, I mean, look, areas of value, you're looking for like divergence. Look at this down here on the daily. On the daily, there was like bullish divergence, low to high. You were around the golden retrace, and you broke back above it, and that's when the rally really began. Well, you retraced probably like 70% of the way before a rally. That's it. You didn't even touch the support. Look, there was like a support here. Never even got there, man, at the 786. That would have been like the likely area you'd think that you might hit. But just got too exhausted, it looks like, before getting there, and then the rally began. So I wouldn't say these are areas to go long, right? Because you're in a deep retrace. There's no value at deep retraces for longs in this context. Okay. Thanks, man. That was a retrace. I wonder if it's like this. And I'm just messing around here, dude, on this scrub. That's deep enough. So that would be 382. So that'd be 886 is the PCZ. So if anything, it's kind of like a bearish bat. So that means like going long here is crazy, right? Crazier than trying to take a short at these areas. Okay. Got very close. I mean, you almost touched it, the PCC, before it sold off. It's beginning to rally. So we'll see, man. We will see. The harmonics are playing out on Bitcoin Kings. We don't know that yet, Infinite Paradox. We have no idea yet. It could easily just sell off again. Alright, what's up, Dolphin134? How you doing, dude? Figure it out, Dolphin134. Figure it out. What's up, Jeff Loomis? Dang, dude. No chat today. What's up, Common Man Crypto? That delayed or something? So it's like, remember, just $3 if you're doing requests and stuff, three bucks, and that was like always the rule before, but like now Super Chat exists, and you know YouTube and Google take 30% of that, so you got to think about that kind of thing. So. Like, what's even the point? It's terrible. It's awful. It's trash. And yeah, I get it. There's bullish evidence on the daily. I get it, man. But who cares? It's like there's like so much opportunity on other assets. Like, right? Like, how does this even help me? It's just in this long, sustained downtrend where there's no market participants. It looks like none, dude. It's just awful. Even though you have that, great. You have that. Great. Yeah, whatever, man.
Bruh.
Can we take a look at Nano and Don? Thanks.
Russ, thanks, man, for the $20 worth of XRP. Are you kidding me? Getting me ready, man? Fueling up? All right, we're fueling up XRP. Yeah, sure, man. Thanks, dude, for the crypto contribution. Holy crap. Right, you're at the 1618 with daily bullish divergence. Good luck, man. Good luck. I mean, it's not even like here from this low to this low to this low. It's not. It's like bearish convergence, but only from this major low to maybe this low. It looks like kind of diverging. And you clearly see it's definitely happening on the MACD. But again, man, it's like have fun. Have fun if Bitcoin pumps or dumps. This is probably going to dump either way. Well, it looks like Nano played out, kind of, right? Remember? It like had a descending, broadening wedge or something. I don't know. This got broken or messed up. Kind of just like that. And then it made lower lows. And didn't even really show divergence. Just kind of like class C divergence. It was terrible, man. Then it broke to the upside, right? The fibs are off too, because it was like, oh, if this is the bottom, which we don't know, which it fell a little bit lower, you actually had to adjust, and you still ended up getting to that golden zone, right? From the high to low, the structure. From the previous high to low. I mean, this isn't even really a good swing high either. I mean, dude, it's Nano. It just, all these assets do is there's no demand, so they don't even make real discernible swing highs. It's so bad. Remember this right angled in ascending broadening formation? Pathetic, dude. This is a big bearish pattern, and it definitely dumped. Hit the measured move probably.
Bruh.
I hear Daddy Goodstick has a coin coming out called Poker Chip.
Poker chip. What is the chip? Tell me the chip, man. Luta, thank you, man. For Mr. Goodsticks 1337. Kings, man. Wow. So I guess it's just probably time now. It's a spring clean because, you know, we just left this crap up as it goes. Oh my God. Let's try to make sense of this trash. No offense, I guess. All right, it was like a breakout you had. And there's a support that you fell below, but then you broke back above it and now you're holding. All-time lows, obviously. All right. Trend is bearish. It's very bearish. There's very little demand for this asset. Look at this, man. Every time. Every single freaking time. Oh my God. So yeah, it broke out. Maybe it's a double bottom. It's definitely looks like there was divergence here, and I think it played out and break you back to the upside. So targeting on this, if it ever did play out, which, dude, I don't know. It's nano, man. Like, look, from its previous low, like it didn't even hit a 23% retrace before reversing the downside. So I do like that move to the upside. And now it's holding after an impulse up. That's the only good thing I see about it. From a low to the lower low, I mean, again, like, there wasn't even negative momentum on the lower low, so it's already broken the upside. So far, I don't know, man. Like, if it was going to recover, which this is not a traditional asset, this is nano, this is an S coin like the rest. The retrace level, if let's just say this was 4x or a stock and it had been beaten down like this and it had broken out and it's staying out and it's kind of holding, you're looking between 1913 and 2541. That's like the area where it could recover if it was a traditional asset that wasn't illiquid S coin. All right, it wasn't a joke. It would do this, then could reverse to the downside, right? Or this, reverse the downside, or this, reverse the downside. All right, that's like the psychology of this, what you're looking for. Or it could just say, oh, we already tried, and just do this. Because the bear trend. Bear trend.
Do you mind taking a look at OMG?
No. Bashi, you want... Remember, you want US dollar pairs, you want Bitcoin pairs. Gotta let me know, kind of, right? What you're looking for. OMG looks kind of the same in a way, right? I mean, well, I gotta look at another one though first before OMG. Hold on. Okay. Oh, interesting on ONT a little bit, kind of. Looks a little bit better than Nano. All right. So I'm just looking at this like, there's a little Momo geometrical trend line, I think, that's here. I think it's like 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4. Okay, are clearly just terrible, but previous low to high, fib extensions, where are we? Okay, we're right below that 1272 right now. See, we bounced initially, no demand, sold off to lower lows, but slightly lower lows, maybe shorting of the thrust or something. But again, we don't know. I don't even know if this, like, it's ONT, so you are bullishly diverging. You are bullishly diverging on both oscillators on the daily time scale, believe it or not. But guess what, man? Now you're showing positive histogram, you know, wicks, and you're doing nothing. So it's like, where's the demand, man? They're not even, it's not even doing anything with good stuff looking on the oscillators at critical fib extension. Excuse me, changing the music up a little bit. Okay. I think we're good. Oh boy. I'm gonna go daily for this. So abysmal, man. Wow, holy crap, chat. You want to see a daily time scale of OMG to the US dollar? Wow. worthless. Somehow someone thinks it's worth $1.23. Market still thinks it's worth that. Really? I guess since you can't really buy anything with $1 anymore, might as well just own some OMG. 1 or 2 OMGs cap up. All right. So it's back down in this like support zone near the ice line that was manufactured December. And you're doing nothing. There is clear bullish divergence on the MACD, but not on the RSI. You see a lower low, slightly lower low with almost inexistent negative Momo. RSI, you can see it's like Class C bullish divergence. Class C meaning stagnation and momentum. Doesn't mean impending price action reversal, but can be something used if there is bullish divergence on the MACD. This Class A could add strength to your argument for why one would take a long here. OMG the US dollar, not Bitcoin, because I'm starting to get depressed looking at these BTC pairs. It's real bad. It's probably OMG looks. You might as well just look at ONT for OMG to BTC because they're the same, right? So if it did break the upside, though, a very easy like way to target, I think, could just be, you know, fibbing from the high point to low point. If it was the bottom, we have no idea. This is education, man. This is teaching you. We're looking at these trash coins. So maybe you can apply this to something that's not trash, right? Like some sort of random asset on the stock market or a more liquid S coin, all right, whatever. So like, we don't know. This is like a real valid swing low until it gets closer to 160 and until it gets closer to the 236. But just a common retrace would be around $1.92 to 242. But again, man, Bitcoin dominance has killed this. Bitcoin dominance killed all these assets. So Bitcoin dominance wants to keep rising. We can't expect anything here. No one's playing it. No one's going to buy it. No one wants it. Even if there's nice stuff going on, you're at a critical support with bullish divergence. That's coinciding variables. And here's some support from July of 2017. Give me a break, man. So maybe it bounces, but remember the trend is bearish as F. So could just dump again. It's all these altcoins, man. Sorry. It's just really hard to play altcoins when Bitcoin dominance is around 70 now, and no one's making the market on these assets. So good luck. All right, just gonna read some chat real quick. I think I caught up on the contributions and stuff. Oh, okay, I got you, Brett. Sorry, the TTS doesn't work if it's under $3. Dylan looks like a harmonic of some sort. So Broadcom, really nice uptrend, right? So the trend's bullish, you know that. But if we just zoom in, you can clearly see something going on. We broke all-time highs. We failed, but you know, got back above it, and then 322 became the new all-time high for a big plummet to the downside with a lot of the stock market, right? But look, you can kind of see, it's weird with the gap downs here, but just look at it critically. It's like XA, and then you go up. Oh, 78% retrace, right? Yeah, that's like the highest point, and then that low. Okay, valid. So could be a butterfly. That's the only one that would be valid. So very easy to believe that 1272 would be the one part of the PCZ, the beginning of the PCZ anyway, right? So yeah, there. If one was wanting to go short or something, 343. But so this means that there might be more upside potential on AVGO. right now with this weird looking harmonic. It's kind of sketchy with all the gaps and stuff.
3.6. Not great, not terrible.
Bruh.
Iliam Rusian и Aviarusian Vegina.
Ava Russian vagina, Russian robot vagina. Thank you, Fishhead, for the 3.6 Roken. Not great, not terrible. Thanks on my mind. Thank you. Wow. Astounding. So Crypto Light says Spain in the house. Thanks for watching across the pond. Am I ready, Josh? Of course. I'm very, very ready. Okay. Can't wait to destroy Duke. It's gonna be hilarious. Poor Seth. Just reading chats. Well, I mean, there's not much chat, I guess, today. Or lately. Been live now for an hour. Dang, dude, an hour and 24 minutes? How's that even possible? Join the live stream, that like button, that bell, that sub. Jeez. Time just evaporates. Okay, on OMG, the US dollar, it looks just like all the other altcoins, right? Like a double bottom. It looks like XRP in a way, right? You can see it. There's downsloping, consolidation. Yep. You can see the structure hitting the heart line, double bottoming, and higher levels of relative strength. Yes. Why is it up almost 5%? Because of that, most likely. Why else? It's exhausted on the 4 hour and could be on the daily, but that's mini alts. Your geometrical breakout point is very close, 127 or so. You break that, then you could be running up to 144. But again, how many people are playing this? It's so illiquid, man. So Bitcoin's at 10,107. We've got 31 minutes left until your daily close. Not really going anywhere, are we? That's not really the bounce you were looking for. But, you know, it's 4 hour time scale, so it takes a while. Even sells off, goes to 9,900, makes a higher low, could just begin its rally. This did not happen overnight. July 30th all the way to August 6th, man. It was like a week. It took a week to get there. And we don't even know if this is the bottom. It could sell off again and hit 9,600. Could sell off again and hit 9,400. 113%. Or 90, yeah, 9,200, 9,260, 9,300, whatever. That area. But you got to say, just based on the fact that the oscillators are both telling us sellers are kind of exhausted, it gives you a higher probability. It gives Bitcoin a higher probability of this being the bottom for now. But again, could just extend on. The divergence could extend on. Right, we start selling again and make like another lower level of negative momentum on slightly lower prices. Same with the RSI. Anyway, man. Let's look at the long-term uptrend. Still trying to hold on by your chinny chin chin or whatever, dude. Right? More rejection at this price. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th time today we would be holding above that. You got 29 minutes before you know for sure. 9,990.
Don't you think you should be using log scale on OMG? Yano, since there is huge price games. Kappa. Could you check out Lift? Rising Wedge, Harmonic?
Fishhead, thanks for the 5 log scale on OMG. Not in the short term, not zoomed in, not maybe on zoomed out, but I mean, again, trend analysis. I mean, this is pretty much trend analysis for OMG, the US dollar.
Price gonna dip.
I mean, that's like what it's been. So, I guess wasn't really serious about the trend analysis of OMG because it's It's Rudy poo, man. It's like just candles on a screen. They don't have revenue reports. They don't do anything. They don't make money. They're not. What are they doing? I don't. It's like whatever. Sure, we could. It's so illiquid too. We're going to take Ethereum a little bit more seriously, right? Just because it has way more buys and sells every day than OMG. Its market cap alone just much higher. All right, so lift. You say rising wedge? Thank you, dude, for the 5. Interesting. Well, we had a bear pull bear flag that played out like to Jesus, man. I remember this at the very beginning too. It was like multiple bear pull bear flags. Great, right? You're saying harmonic. Maybe it's harmonic. I see what you're talking about there, right? Whew. Yep, deep enough. 4382, yep.
It would be considered a good thing if Bitcoin can close the daily above the 0.236, right? Get past one of the fibs, and more than likely confirm we reached bottom.
Of course, Aaron Ron, the higher we go, the better. But you really want to see the price start picking up. But yeah, we'll look at that in 2 seconds, okay, man? Just finish up with the lift, and then we'll get right on it.
Bruh.
Hype in the chat for Aaron. Ron, man. Thank you, dude. Oh, yeah. This would be the cipher. So the 786. Sweet. I mean, good God, man. It was there. It already exceeded the 1618 gross. I think this can go to a 200% retrace, though. So, yes, there is a bullish cipher that failed to launch. Not sure if it's going to go any higher. I mean, dude, I don't know about this. Like, it's best playing bullish ciphers and bull trends, not, or breaks out of, like, there's when there's tons of data and stuff and you broke out, like ADA, for instance, beautiful example of how it could play out, right? It's on the daily. It's been developing since December 2018, right? Right, here you go. Like, this is how it works. But then here it's like, yeah, sure, I guess we broke out, man. In these situations, why does ADA look better? Because on the daily, it has bullish divergence on both oscillators. Whereas on Lyft, there is bearish convergence. A low on price, a lower low on price with higher levels of negative memo, lower levels relative strength. There is no bullish divergence on the 4 hour, or excuse me, on the daily for Lyft. So not near as strong as a potential pattern. And that's it, man. Like, that's literally it. You're at it, and that's not really a strong candle today, but this is the zone for the entry for the break to the upside. So I mean, sure, there's a harmonic and all that. But the way you got to do it, you got to swing for the fences here. That's it. A and then C, C is pretty close. So, target 1 would be 66.69, and then target 2 would be like 68.52. They get 3.1 to 1 reward or risk, the swing trade. And you have it. That's how it works, man. It's like one having to stop below X in case it dipped down, right? Got real low and then ran, right? So there you go, Lyft, man.
Bruh.
Let me go back to the question that Aaron had. Okay, above the 236. Get past one of the fibs. Which fibs are we talking about, man? Are we talking about from X to A? Or are we talking about from B to C? Because I think we've already exceeded the 236 if we're talking about B2C. High to low. Yeah, you're above the 236. It is a swing low from this to this at this point. So maybe, yeah, but like all that happens is, yeah, think about Fibonacci's use for, we're at the golden zone. We've hit the golden zone twice now and failed. We've gotten no higher than 10,200. So golden zone where we could reverse our price action to continue on to the downside is between 10.2 and 10.5, 10,500, between the 382 and 618. So it makes sense. Oh my god.
Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no!
Let's go.
NCAA Rules Connect tipped $59.58. We at the NCAA received a gracious donation of 88 billion vet coins asking that we quadruple check to make sure Alabama football players are eligible or to plant evidence if not. Blue Devil went down to Georgia, looking for a Tua to steal.
Well, good news for us is we have two Tuas. Well, we have two Tagovailoas. So we'll be alright, man, I think. I don't want to lose the first one, though, because we don't have Jalen Hurts anymore. Super scary monkey ass, but heck, dudes, you could bet on Jalen Hurts to win the Heisman. You could bet 100 and to win 700, and you only get 2-1 on Tua or Lawrence. Awful odds. I was thinking about a future Heisman bet. It's like, that's it, 2-1. Not worth it for the whole year, dude. Give me a break. So Jalen Hurts actually seems kind of incentivizing, 7-1. But the NCAA, they're here, dude. They're in the chat. They're hyping the chat. All right. Somehow the NCAA, yeah. I heard that the exclusive S coin of the NCAA is VeChain now.
VeChain doing things.
Bruh.
Thanks, NCAA Rules Connect for the 5958. Superb number. I do declare. Wow. Whew. It's crazy. What's up, Aaron Paz? Yeah, I tell you, man, I cannot wait. College football, it's coming, man. Isn't there one tonight? Isn't there supposed to be a game tonight, Thursday? I know there's like the one Saturday, like Miami versus Florida. They haven't played in years. I definitely picked Florida. Teased it, actually. So Florida is +2 for me. I'm just checking real quick, all right? If it loads. It may not load. Hype in the chat for stuff not working. Nope. First game is Saturday. There's no game tonight. Yep. Can't wait till Saturday. Florida versus Miami, Hawaii versus Arizona. And then none until the next Thursday. So 1 week from now is when it really starts kicking off. Just read some chat. Jamie, I look like a professional wearing a teal polo. Don't I look more professional with button downs and plaid? Sorry, a lot of the S-Coin police need to clean these streets up. Yeah, dude, seriously. It's an epidemic, man. A generational epidemic. What's up, Moon Landing? High school football starts tonight. Thursday night? That was Friday Night Lights, man. Sometimes Saturday morning. What's up, Nippon Cowboy? Arigato.
Bruh.
You just got back from a break. Good to see you, man. What's up, Brandon? Yeah, dude. At least Saturday, yeah. Feeling better? Yeah, better. Just draining hardcore because of the antibiotics and stuff. It's awful. It's like gross. But it's like, hey, no more sore throats. I really feel as weak anymore. I'm just like, bleh, you know, up here while it's still just is doing its thing.
Sorry bro. I'm sure you've done this 100 times. Can you show your fib channel settings for me? Thanks and go blue. Me chicken.
It's I said it before, I'll say it again. It is Harbaugh's year, and it's not by his choice, and it's not because of the team he has. It is his year, because if he does not do well this year, it's over. The boosters, I believe, will disown the living crap out of him. They probably are already self-loathing over him. Dude, he's been there too long and has done nothing that any mediocre coach couldn't have done. And it's not to be critical of you. I'm talking about your program. I think you would agree, unless you're just a huge homer, right? Look, if Saban wasn't doing it, right, it doesn't matter like what school it is, what coach it is. You have to look at it objectively. He is not done. He's not worth what he was. I mean, based on his performance, he is not worth what y'all paid for him at this point. So with Urban Meyer gone, there is no excuse. It's do or die time. Last year or breakout year. Okay. But yeah. Very easy. Fib channel. Right? It's really hard to see over here. It's because of my screen capture. Don't worry about it. It's like there's the target thing, then there's the trend line, and then there's this, like the third one down. Go all the way down to fib channel. That's what it's called. Manipulate it. 1, 2, and then 3. Just like parallel. Double click on it. 0. 0.25. 0.5. 0.75. 1. Those are your settings. Turn everything else off. That's it. 0. 0.25. 0.5. 0.75. 1. 5. Did that help? Let me know.
Bruh.
So, but you got sick too? Were you like, But see, man, mine was bad. It was like fever, really feverish, and like couldn't swallow. Like sore throat, really sore. And then like started draining sinus stuff, right? So I don't, did you have those same symptoms, Probst? So Ben Smith. JV on Thursdays, that's right. JV on Thursdays. And then freshmen play on like Mondays or Tuesdays, I think. This is a potential bat, but we're not entirely sure if the pivot point has been hit yet. Though we have been given a little bit more confidence from the chart because of the divergence that has clearly developed on this second bottom. All right. You've been meaning to ask me about Michigan? Yeah. Oh, there you go. Just a tad. Now you know. Capo. Wow. All right, dude. We got 15 minutes or so. We're power hour right now. The last hour of the day. Last hour of the 4-hour candle. Starting to get really hungry. Still could not muster power. This thing is just so bad. So it's like, yeah, it had divergence and then it broke to the upside. It has daily divergence too. So XLM, I'd be waiting for 7.4 cents. Maybe break it, then back test it. That might be a spring. Look at the daily on it. It could also be some sort of shark. A shark's 113% retrace. Mother of God, what are we doing? Like X? No, it can't be. It's too deep of a retrace. Yep, way too deep of a retrace. Does that mean it could be a bullish butterfly? But that means it would have to go so much lower, dude. 1272 minimum. Unless I'm mistaken here. And I think I'm wrong either way. Let me see. Let me make sure. I think that's It looks kind of right, but I think it's no. The shark is the higher high. The butterfly is the lower high. So I don't think it's a butterfly. And so that means it can't be anything because the retrace was like 786. Oh, look what I did. Oh yeah, the tabs. So I don't have to like, oh, where is it at, man? I can just look. Except I didn't put the shark one up. So, yeah, butterfly is a lower high. Yep. So it's nothing. It's no harmonic. Well, you could still think about a 1272 fib extension near 1414 down here at like 5.5 cents or something. This area, I don't know, 1414 is pretty far away. It's like right there. It's a fib extension from B to C. I'm not using that wick. I'm using all these wicks here. Like 6.241 cents maybe. It might rally there. Especially if it's showing all that exhaustion on the daily. Yep, see, it's showing that tail end bullish divergence. Right where you had it constantly going on the MACD. Then here kind of like double bottom, but now it's like low, lower low, slightly lower low. You keep making it. Okay, if you're a homer, wouldn't you also completely agree and be like, dude, get this piece of crap out of here if he can't perform? That's the way I'd be if I was a Bama homer. I guess you would call me that because I'm an alumni, was there, played there, whatever. But like, if someone's not performing as a coach, it's like, let's get someone in who can. Let's use some of that that booster money, man. Throws fine, muscles really sore, cold sweats, dizzy, walking, pale. What? We owe the hotel a chandelier, Cabo. Love that you knew nothing about it. What? Dude, when we were up there, they were like, was there a problem? So there was some sort of issue, it looks like, with the chandelier. I'm like, what? How do they know? I think someone like called about the bulb being out or something. I don't... It hurt my stomach dropped for a second, but we were good. Either way. 1414 and 113%. Dang, dude. Interesting. Let's see if it plays. On XLM, it's kind of scuffed. It's like a scuffed harmonic. Anyway. Litecoin's like weird, man. I'm looking on log scale. Holding on to very critical supports from June of 2018. Mother God, you gotta hold this, man. Low, lower low. Yeah, you got some bullish divergence on both oscillators. Uh-oh. Litecoin, see, another one. Oh, might be getting ready, man. Get ready to go to the big game. There you go, dude. Low on price, low on price, higher levels, total strength, diverging with oscillators at a critical support area. Kind of do or die. Could break the upside if everything else breaks the upside. Seems like everything's getting... The sellers are just getting weaker and weaker. And otherwise, uptrend, right? The trend is in jeopardy on Litecoin around $65, $66. We're not there yet. Like a 90% retrace, 88% retrace. Okay, so maybe this means on the daily impending price action reversal to the upside for Litecoin. Litecoin is what it's telling us. That's what the oscillators are telling us. Okay. Oh, you called and mentioned the bulbs flickering? Oh my god. That's when they turn on the cameras, Brian. Holy crap. Okay, less than 10 minutes till your daily close. So run out of the clock situation. We've covered a lot today. A lot. It's been a good stream. It really has. Inverse hype in the chat. Thanks for the 600 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, please hit the like button, that bell, that sub. Maybe we get 300 likes. Maybe half of y'all will hit the like button. Half? The other half you don't have to, but the other half maybe you could. That'd be crazy, dude. It sounds, I know it's a lot, but whatever, man.
Go Wogs. Love your show. All this great positive news, low prices, billionaires / institutional buying, all available. LBTC still down / don't get it.
Greg, man, I don't worry about it, dude. I think it's, look. Hold on. Thank you for the thought. I mean, you don't get it, but you have to understand that this asset was at 3150 8 months ago. 8 months ago, right? Roughly. And it got as high as 14K. All right. When you do that, buying climax, corrections happen, consolidation, churning, right? Higher lows happening still. And yes, you're kind of in jeopardy, kind of getting scary, right? It's upslipping support, kind of maybe in jeopardy, but look, man, it's price contraction that could go either way. And just because, you know, people are buying into it, other people that have owned Bitcoin for a long time could be selling it, right? But either way, man, you just gotta understand, after big moves, 2-month-long corrections can occur, and it has occurred. Every run Bitcoin's gone on, when there becomes like a huge buying climax, you go through big corrections, and we've already looked at them. We can do it again, man, I guess, right? Right, big correction. Look, oh yeah, still have them nice. Look, big correction. Look, huge move up, sold off, rallied again, like buying climax, and then you went through, look, from June to July, like a month long, right? And there's another one right here. It was really like this, then got really scary. It whips out, like huge move down, then immediately you broke out of the chain, you're like, oh God, and then boom, you broke out. You're gone, right? Went from September, like beginning of September, like 1 month long, right? 1 month long correction, right? These corrections happen and happen and happen. Look, another one. Way back. Big run up. You finally sold off. And that was just like another correction that went from March of 2017 all the way to April of 2017. All right, you just go through them, man. It happens. Here's another one, right? Another one, right? From June of 2016 all the way to August 2016. What? Before the breakout and the rise again. Okay. It just happens, man. You just go through them. The difference, though, between all these that are happening, right? They're not making higher lows. These were all lower lows. These were all lower lows. These were all pretty much lower lows. Okay, and all these corrections. So you just got to think, man, that I think we have a neutral pattern going on Bitcoin right now, and it's that symmetrical triangle. They could go up or down. All right. Whew. Oh my God, man, 8 likes away from 300. Hype in the chat. Also, 4 minutes to go till your daily close, so just hanging out with y'all until the end. All right. Gee, that means find a way to get more active income. But also learn about Fibonacci and value areas. No value here. No value here at all. From this low to high point, though, it's like a 62% retrace. Low to high. So we're making higher lows, which is interesting. But we're not making higher highs, not yet. So again, neutral, consolidation, contraction, running to an apex that would end in October if it kept going, but it hasn't. Oh, thanks for the 300 likes, y'all. Amazing. Appreciate it. Okay, we got 3 minutes just hanging out. All right. Daily close coming. Josh, I did have a 3-game teaser with Bama, Florida, and Georgia. That's right, Jeremy, man. For real. Crypto mooning and college football kickoff. They're both awesome. 2 minutes, man. 2 minutes. Time for your local on the 8s. Sponsored by the NCAA.
Bruh.
It's not really going anywhere. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, this could easily just sell off again and make a slightly lower low. Right? Hasn't really, I mean, it pivoted, but not much fall through on the price action yet. Okay. But you just got to admit that the altcoins on the daily look stupendous. So we've been talking about it. And here you go. The manifestation of them showing divergence on their daily and 4-hour time scales. Some altcoins going to the moon. ICX 20%. Tronconet 5%. IOTA 9%. Neo 3.3%, Ethereum Classic 17%, man, right? Some are doing things. Oh, nice. Wheelo Crypto Man's birthday is on Sunday. Party through the anniversary stream. The anniversary is the 27th, right? The 1 year no, it's the 28th. But it might be the 27th in America, right, Julia? Not really sure. Dude, I got Bama at 24.5, Will. I think I got Georgia at -11. And then I got Florida at like +2 or something. Maybe, yeah, maybe a couple more, like +3. Can TA tell when Arkansas will be good again? No, dude. That, believe me, scientists have been working on experiments for years to find out when Arkansas will be good at football again, dude. No cabo. All right.
Bruh.
New day is here. Not really a good looking 4-hour candle. Not much strength. Just sideways. So, again, man, I've been live now for 2 hours. So we made it, dude. We made it to the daily close. We've looked at a lot of good assets today. And learned a little bit about ourselves, right? And about Michigan. Cabo. No value for longs, Scott. Saying like value comes from Fibonacci. Value comes from retraces. When you run up, you sell off. And you could sell off 88% of the way, and that's a deep retrace, and a lot of people see value at 88% retraces. That's an 88% sale on an asset after it's been just selling and selling and selling incessantly. Okay, so Chad, has been a great stream. We'll see if we can make a higher low here to rally again, or if we will just sell off and fall below a critical support at 9,800. All right. I'll try to be back tonight. Y'all amazing. Thanks for the 645 tuned in pretty much the other stream. So once this volatility picks up, all the peoples will be coming, man. Just keep investing in yourself every day. All right. So I'll be back. Until next time, respect the T. A.
is JP. I am a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Adios, turd nuggets.